Hello, my name is Oscar Gugenheim, and today we're going to be looking at my final project for Design for Manufacturing, where I am making this map holder and tabletop for Dungeons and Dragons. Starting off, we're just going to be gluing together some hardwood boards I got from Home Depot. I decided to go with hardwood planks instead of plywood, just because of the amount of holes I was going to be drilling into the sides. I took these boards over to the table saw, so that way I could get all the main tabletop pieces cut out. And then as well, I wanted to make a channel for the elastic that was going to hold on the map later on the two main table boards. As we saw in that last clip, in the background, I broke off a couple pieces that were going to be used for the legs. And I wanted to make sure they were still kept the size here. Moving over to the vertical bandsaw, I'm taking the remaining table leg and removing the notch that is supposed to overlap with the other leg when the table is unfolded. I'm just trying to make sure all of it is as clean as possible here. These holes I'm drilling now are the main reason I didn't really want to use plywood. As you can see, I'm also drilling into the ends for the hinges that are going to make sure this table is foldable. And this is not too bad using piano hinge I got off of Amazon, just screwing it in with the wood screws. You can see it's all folded up now. Here I'm actually taking the elastic and I'm just using the screw into the small holes I made on the sides so that way they can be held down mechanically, feeding them through the channel and then just screwing in on the other side. Moving on from the tabletop, I'm actually making the pattern for the resin pour handles. This is the second pattern I made out of air dry clay. I just wanted it to be bigger. I used a 2-part silicone resin for the actual mold, just pouring it over my pattern. I did make a bit of a mistake here, as I did not think it was going to flow as fast. Once the silicone was cured, I quickly took to mixing up my actual clear resin that I was going to pour over these nice blue dice that I have. Blue is my favorite color, and I don't use these dice all that much, so I figured why not give them life here. I embedded straps into the resin pour because I wanted to be able to take this table around like a briefcase, so here I am just adding snaps for attachments. And here's me attempting to make my very last piece, the slip cover that would go over the legs so that way you can't pinch yourself while it's all folded up. And I say attempt because things did not go all that well in the end. There was a lot of problems with this project. Apparently I had grabbed bad wood, which cracked very easily, as when I went to fix that original broken table leg, it broke just again in a different place. While I like the look of the resin pourer personally, one of the straps did fall off because I got too close to the heat gun. With the previous two fails, I was getting pretty aggravated with how long it was taking me to make this slipcase, and I decided it would be best for me to just stop because I was going to make a mistake if I kept working. I really like this product, but I do think I need to remake it because it really needs a better chance to shine.